Hey everyone, I'm Michael, and today we're back with another video. Today we're going to be looking at an unboxing of the iPhone 12 mini, as well as the iPhone 12 mini case. I have both of them here in navy blue, and we're going to start off first with the phone. Obviously that's the more fun thing. So, I'm really excited for the 12 mini. I personally have really wanted a small iPhone, and this was kind of the great compromise here. Looking at it, the box is smaller. This is Apple's performative greenwashing iPhone box because they've taken out the charging brick. They say that this is a move to reduce their carbon footprint because they're able to fit more iPhone boxes in one truck to ship. I think it's just a way for them to save shipping costs. Whatever. It is what it is. Maybe it saves some CO2. Awesome. It would be better if Apple didn't push a consumeristic culture of just selling more iPhones, but that's never going to happen. The box is nice. It is a very nice unboxing experience. I will give Apple that. The pull tab to get the plastic off is a very nice touch. It does make it very easy. There's no accidental damaging of the box. I do quite enjoy it. So pulling this plastic off, you do get the nice picture on the front. They used to be embossed where you could actually feel kind of the home button on the front. I remember that from my 5S box, but sadly they've done away with that. Opening box up, wow, that is a beautiful, beautiful blue. It was between the black and the blue. The store that I went to actually didn't have any inventory of the black, so I went with the blue instead. And I will say, this is gorgeous. You do get glossy glass on the back as well as matte glass in the camera bump. The glossy glass does give a little bit more grip feeling, but it also kind of feels like it picks up more fingerprints and finger oil, which makes it feel gross. Looking inside the box, you of course get your USB-C to Lightning cable. I wish it was USB-C to USB-C. That would be better. Apple wants to milk Lightning for as much money as they can, as well as your paper, your Apple stickers. You do get a SIM ejector tool, which is quite useful, especially since some of the iPhone SIM trays are very difficult to get out. But otherwise, it's just your paperwork. As Floss would say, pluck it and file it to the side. It's not necessary. But moving the box aside and getting to really what we're here for, the phone. And man, is this thing tiny. It is small, it is thin, and it is light. It feels great in the hand. The flat edges really do remind me of the 5S. The buttons are very clicky, the mute switch is nice, the power button is pretty big feeling. It is in a nice position as well. Looking around, here's our our Lightning port. Around back you can see the cameras. Already you can see the fingerprints showing up on the glass. We do have dual 12 megapixel cameras. I'll talk about these more in my full review, but first impressions, they are great. It really does feel very light and very thin in the hand. That was my first thought when picking this thing up was, wow, it feels great to hold. Peeling off the recycled paper front cover, which is a very nice touch, I'll give Apple that. You can see the screen. It is an OLED screen. It looks phenomenal. Although, I don't know if it was just me, but moving from an iPhone XR, I expected it to look better isn't the right word, because it does look very, very good, but it didn't look quite as shocking as the iPhone X did moving from an LCD. Looking at the 12 mini case here, I gotta say, for $50, this thing is massively overpriced, but it is my favorite case to use with the 12 mini. And I'll talk about that more in just one moment. Getting it out of the box is quite easy. Apple has done a very good job making it an easy unboxing experience. There's just a little bit of plastic covering the front. Nothing too bad, nothing around back. Peeling off the plastic, you do get the case. This thing feels soft. It is so soft in the hand. That is the nice thing about silicone cases. I did find that it picked up some fingerprint oil and it did pick up some lint in my pocket, but not as bad as other silicone cases that I've used before. Inside you can see the MagSafe ring. I personally didn't get a MagSafe charger, so I never was actually able to test it. The buttons do feel good. The lightning port was big enough for everything that I needed to do. And it really does, it feels very nice, and the case matches the iPhone 12 mini very well. The colors go very well together. I thought it looked great. Plus it added just a little bit more thickness and a little bit, even though it is square-edged, they're just a little bit more rounded than the mini's edges are, which did give it just a little bit more grip in the hand, which was useful. I will say though that the hole to get into the mute toggle switch was very hard to get into. That was the one problem I experienced with the case. I ultimately would not spend my own $50 to buy this because I think it is just massively overpriced, but it was very nice. Looking at the phone itself, it's funny, I did actually have a few problems setting this thing up. So after this clip, you're not going to see the true first setup because I wasn't able to. But there you go. There's the initial boot screen. Hello to you too. Very nice to meet you, iPhone. So mine actually didn't come with enough charge in the battery to turn on, so I had to charge it a little bit. Going through the initial setup process, you've got to choose your language, choose your country. You can do Quick Start, which is a very useful feature Apple introduced a few years ago, just by bringing your iPhone near it, and it'll be able to transfer a lot of data. Here I'd already done that mostly. Setting up Face ID was not a very difficult process per use. Just gotta look at it, scan your face around a few times. You gotta go through, put in your apps and your data. I'm just choosing to set this up as a new device to just kind of blast on through setup process here. Put in your iCloud. Once again, I had some problems doing this, and this was actually the first time that I ever had these kinds of issues. Trying to set up a new phone, it wanted me to update because you're not able to set up a new iPhone without updating it to the newest software. I don't know if that's just a new thing going between iOS 14 and 15, but I had a lot of problems trying to download a new update. Eventually, I was able to fix it by updating it over iTunes and then just setting it up again. Finally, I got to the home screen. It does feel very nice to swipe around on. I hope that fluidity continues. In recent years, iOS honestly has not been as fluid as I would hope it to be, but maybe the 12 mini will fix that with the updated A14 processor. It's not the latest A15, but it's still a very smooth and very fast processor. So, by the time you're seeing this, I'll have been working on my video. Really looking forward to that. For now, thank you all so much for watching. I'm Michael with TechMB. Have a great day.